Welcome, Scorpios. It's Tarot Me More with our special On the Beach edition. This is going to be your singles spread, the 4 pillars for the 3rd week of April, guys. Thursdays are always Libra and Scorpio days here with our singles read here, the one we're doing, and the couples read, the heart spread. We already shuffled, get a little energy on it. And if you like what we do, appreciate it's good karma and easy. Subscribe if you want to get. We're just doing 2 signs a day, Monday through Saturday, and start with Aries, and we do the quickies every day, and Friday's the weekend quickies. So let's see what we got here. This is going to be your soulmate. That's what we're asking tarot for here. Let's not fool around. We don't want the next ex problem, the next ex-wife, husband. We want the one that's right and true for you, so it serves the greatest good and causes no harm to either. That's what we want here. Bear with me, it's a little different read. We're going to look at their emotional aspect. That's what we call the 4 pillars. 4 pillars of a table, pillars of a relationship. So you got the 10 of Swords and the Queen of Wands. It's a little bit different readings. Don't freak out with some of the cards. And they're intellectual, the 10 of Cups and the Ace of Cups. Wow. Pisces, Mercury, big time, comes to mind just off of that. If you follow the astrology, it's in their intellectual position. This is their sexual and romantic nature. Wheel of Fortune in the Sun. Again, you read this differently, but wow, Wheel of Fortune in the Sun. I mean, you know the Sun, the best card in tarot. Yeah, you put that in the sexual position. This is your person, guys. You win. You win the 4 pillars of the week award because the Sun in that position. Okay. That's nice because you're going to have fantastic sex and they're your soulmate. You can't beat that. What if they were your soulmate, but then the sex was that possible? So, the 7 of Pentacles and the Page of Cups for what they do and their core values. Core values. They like to work. You know, I used to work for this company for 20 years, and our profile started with we have a strong work ethic. Yeah, 12 hours a day. A little bit. They don't mind working hard, this person. And with the Page of Cups, there's a sincerity too. In terms of what they do in their lifestyle, they don't mind working hard, and there's a sincerity and a Page of Cups here. I think they kind of have an open heart, like they're someone that gives a lot of chances, like they don't get bitter. And I think this is like turning things, they take responsibility for things. They own their mistakes. So we look for the stories too they're going to tell. They may tell you a story about a mistake, and unlike everybody else, the story is always about, well, what they did and how they fucked up and how terrible they are. They might actually surprise you and say, yeah, my marriage ended, but you know, I was really working too hard and I was young and I didn't really appreciate, or they're going to own it and they're going to go there. And with the 7 of Pentacles, they might like to do in the Page of Cups, they may like to start things. And I think you're going to have a person, I haven't said this before, they're probably going to enjoy doing things around the house. Meaning not necessarily things that you want done, but they may have a hobby or something. They may enjoy using their hands. So they may talk about that, whatever it is they do. Whether they're like Gibbs and they build boats in their basement and have no idea how they're going to get them out. Still thinking about that. How the hell does he get that boat out of the basement? So let's look at their emotional side with the 10 of Swords and the Queen of Wands. I don't think they had a happy childhood. Yeah. But with the Queen of Wands, they sort of make the best of it. I think they might tell you a story. Think about coming of age stories. There's so many movies, right? These coming of age movies. Ridgemont High. But they might tell you a story like that. Like they may have had like a kind of traumatic teenage period. Childhood wasn't great, but in the teenage years, they may have busted out with the Queen of Wands and sort of found themselves and kind of changed emotionally. That happens. Like maybe with adolescence, maybe it happened to me. Maybe adolescence had a huge impact on them. And talk to them. They may tell you about this. It's like they may have been, I know like when I was a young child, man, I had so many friends. I was so outgoing and just like fun, and I never really thought about anything, you know, and then adolescence hit like a ton of bricks, and all of a sudden I was that moody teenager and stuff. But, you know, it led me into where I am now, life of, you know, investigating psychology and the eighth house stuff and the occult. I think they went through something like this. I'm trying to think how they would be. There'd be like a base energy about them that's a little subdued. Remember, this is your person. So they're going to be kind of quiet, and they're going to definitely be a listener. I'm looking at their intellect here too. But there's a part of them where this Wands is, where that's the energy. So when you're talking to them, at some point they will get animated and they will change. Their face will change, like, not that they're a bum or anything, but they're just kind of like a poker face. And then when something hits them, you'll know when you hit a chord, because they'll just kind of light up. And I think they're like a receptive person. So you'll know them too, because you're going to have a hard time to get them talking. They want to listen to you. And so you're really going to have to ask them open-ended questions to bring them out. And look for this light up, because they could be a little bit aspy, like a little bit. Because there's like this social awkwardness a little bit, and I think they're like really concerned about other people. So over here in the Mercury could be like Libra Mercury, you know, even a Libra moon could be like this, and then the Ace of Cups. So, you know, they're going to be someone that really doesn't like confrontation, very Libra-like. Like Libra-like is like you're at a table eating dinner and there's a couple arguing at a table near you and you don't even know who they are. But if you're Libra, like you listen to the guy yelling at the wife and you cringe and you almost feel like you did something wrong or you're being yelled at. Just really not liking, you know, confrontation, negativity, that kind of thing. And that's true too. I don't think they're going to like negativity either, or confrontation. And they think like emotionally, you know. I do. I mean, I got the Cancer Mars moon, and it's hard to even describe. It's like I experience the world like filtered through my feelings. It's like I could just close my eyes and feel my way forward, and it would just say, well, how's this feel? How's that feel? And move that way. So I think to them, the feelings are going to be really important. They may think their feelings too, being that air moon, and you know, maybe a Mercury in Libra. So this is someone that literally, when they talk about feelings, they may use the word I think. Well, I think that's a great idea. I want to do that instead of like, I feel great about that. It makes me happy. I think, you know, that kind of thing. And then sexually, with the Wheel of Fortune and the Sun. The Wheel of Fortune and the Sun. Well, again, I think with the Sun, I've said this again, it's going to be a physically beautiful person. And it's going to speak to like a Leo Venus. I'm not sure on the Mars, but I have a feeling this could also be like a Air Mars person too. But it's like making love to them is just going to be, you're probably going to be feeling like, is this possible that it's really happening? Is it really this good? Because again, not only are they incredible, but they're your person. This is your soulmate. With the Wheel of Fortune, though, they might like be a little bit submissive, and definitely spontaneous. So there's a hint at the Mars too. That would work for a Gemini Mars. Also work for Sag Mars. You couldn't really have a Sag Mars and a Leo Venus, but you could have a Leo Mars and a Gemini Venus, or a Leo Venus and Gemini Mars. So I'd look for that, Leo Venus, Gemini Mars in the chart. Ask me if you know their time, or just go on to one of the sites online and plug it in there and see what that is. But I think they also, spontaneity is a big deal to them. They don't want to just have sex every Tuesday night at 8 o'clock after the Daily Show. They want some spontaneity in it, you know. They might like to do it outdoors, you know, that kind of thing. Even with the Wheel of Fortune here, your person might be like super spontaneous, like they want to do it in the elevator or something, you know, which could be fun, right? And maybe if you get that far, they'll tell you some stories about past sexcapades like that. But their emotions are just really strong, and so they're just putting that right into their sex, and it's going to be very the total package sexually, like emotionally fulfilling and passionate and fun. I think, you know, that spontaneity, that Leo energy, a lot of fun, and it sort of just draws you to them. Which why they might be a little passive, like they're just sort of like, take me, I want you to take me, you know. Maybe they'll say that to you. So let me know. Scorpio friends, this is for the 3rd week in April now, with your singles here. So like, if you don't mind, it's easy, it's good karma, it helps us, appreciate it. I'll see you later.